going on, everyone? Just out at the cabin today. Beautiful spring day. I think we're up to about plus 14. So there's been a few bugs flying already. Not a fan of that, but whatever it is, what it is. We're coming up into that time of year, right? Anyway, we're gonna be doing some nitpicking around the cabin. Snow's pretty much gone here, so I'm taking a look around and kind of surveying the grounds here for what kind of grounds work I got to do. So it's quite a bit of cleanup. I got a better idea what I want to do with the property as far as groundskeeping wise. So be setting up for the area for the chainsaw mill. We'll be doing that here shortly. I got the bar for the chainsaw for my big husky there a couple days ago. I'm going to be clearing out an area here in the next day or so to start doing that here in the next week, just to start playing around with it, learning it, get the techniques down, see if I can make some timbers. I was thinking about starting a little project, just a little side project to actually help me out here at the acreage, making some sort of sawhorse type things. And I'll be poking around the cabin doing the small stuff, just the small nitpick stuff that I needed to get done. So yeah, it's a gorgeous day out here. Squirrels are chirping, birds are chirping. It's good to be out here again. It's not muddy, thank God. Things are drying up. I just hope we get a little bit of rain here over the next little while, otherwise it's going to be a really dry summer. We don't need that. It's no good for the forest fires. Anyway, we'll get to her. All right, one of the little things we're going to do today is see if we can get this piece covered here. Get that piece of plywood up here. I'm by myself, so it might be a little tricky, but I think I'll be able to manage. There's where we're at. So this part's done. These sheets here. Now for this middle part, I think I'm going to do something a little different. I was at the hardware store today, and pricing out materials, like the prices are through the roof right now. It's ridiculous. So what I might do, I'm going to get a little bit more proficient with that Alaskan chainsaw mill. So I might try milling what I need to finish off the roof. To what I want. If it doesn't work, it doesn't cost me a lot, just some fuel and some wear and tear on the saw, I suppose. But I went and I looked for some of the tongue group pine, and there seems to be a shortage of that. So I can either wait for more to show up, and it'll probably be priced ridiculously, or I can come up with a different idea for these ends too. We'll have to see how the chainsaw milling goes. So here will be another little project. I didn't do this all winter, so I'm going to cover up these ends here, these gaps, the little pieces of 1x4 that I got left over. Then I picked up a couple cans of spray foam, so I'll be filling in the gaps with that. This is from last time. It expanded quite a bit actually. And I'll have these to fill in and then carry on. I only got two cans this time. I suspect it's going to take more than two, but we'll just plug away at it. A long time before winter comes, so, but I wouldn't mind getting sealed up to kind of keep the bugs out of here as well, eh? So. There. The part's finished. On the inside we'll just spray foam it, seal it up real good. All right, 2 cans actually got quite a bit farther than what I thought it was going to. Still have to do the bottom portions here and behind the bunk here, but I got all of this, all of that, all along there. This whole back wall. And it right there. So I figure I'll buy 2 more cans. That should do it up. Because I know if I buy just one, I'll be that much short, just a little bit short. So anyway, that's it for that part today. Just clean up the small tidbits. I actually kind of want to clean up and sweep this place out. Debris and sawdust and leaves and pine needles all over the place. So get that cleaned up. Pick up any trash. Just make the place look tidy overall. Much better. Now, I got thinking about this floor, and I have some old laminate flooring back at the house from my basement, and I was pondering the idea of maybe just putting it in here. Because I noticed in the wintertime the floor gets pretty cold, right? So if I put some of that underlay down and then some laminate on top of it, that'd probably help out with the cold floor situation. Anyway, we'll ponder the idea and then maybe execute it. Go for a little tour of the property here. Quite a bit of snow's gone. tree I fell last fall before I popped up the cabin. It was coming down. There was a couple big windstorms during the winter. I'm sure it would have came down. You can see it's like rotten. Wouldn't have lasted the winter, I don't think, and we'll land right where the cabin is right now. So quite a bit of cleanup here. I'd like to get a machine in here and kind of pop some of these stumps out. Kind of work up the ground too. I want to kind of get away from the bush vegetation that grows here and maybe throw some grass down. Easier to manage, keep the bugs down. Over here is going to be where the garden is. Like so. I'll have to put up a deer fence around this area once I get the beds kind of made up. I got an extra bed in town I got to bring in yet. And I'll go probably right on this side here. Yeah, right there. That'll be the raised beds. Got lots of light. And with these beds I will be doing kind of a back to Eden mulch topped garden. Put grass clippings and leaves and stuff on top of it. These beds were originally back at my house in town. They did really well. I think I had to water them like maybe 2 or 3 times throughout the summer. That layer of mulch sure does keep the moisture in. And then once the plants are grown, it's that much more shade, right? So water lasts a long time. The moisture in the ground, that is. So give her a try anyway. I don't have a source of water out here other than kind of these water barrels, right? With that, I may have to come out here with my water tank and top these up. I'm gonna build some stands to get them higher off the ground to increase the head pressure, so it'll flow a bit. I just need enough flow to get to the beds here. So anyway, all right, that's it for today. Ended up getting what I wanted done to the cabin. Just a couple little knick-knack type things. I got that one piece of plywood up for the last part of the roof section. I got to come up with something a little different as far as materials and stuff for the rest of it, for the ends and for the rest of the roof. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna try milling something with the chainsaw mill. It's a bit of a project and to get proficient with the mill. Then after that, I just cleaned up, this area here a bit. There was a bunch of rounds that were bucked up and a bunch of debris and stuff that were laying around. So I got that cleaned up, ready to fire up the saw again and buck up the rest of these logs. I couldn't get to them, safely without tripping and stuff like that. So now that's cleaned up and carry on with bucking up these blowdowns. Anyway, I think that's it for today. I'll be back out here in the next day or two to carry on. Lots of work to do to the grounds. As far as cleanup goes, I still got kind of this part right here, right in front of me here, to clean up, and I want to get on top of it while the weather is still nice and the bugs are down. They're not around. So once the foliage starts coming up, I'll be out here with a brush saw and I'll be able to maintain that and try and keep the bugs down. Maybe haul out some gravel here in some spots and fill in some low areas that are a bit soft. Anyway, that's it for today. Talk to you later.